My mother was a singer, so I took 8 years of singing lessons. After that, 8 years of piano, then saxophone, violin, acoustic guitar, bass guitar through high school and college, and then I got my first drum kit when I was 21. I went to one of my very first concerts, actually. I went and saw a band called Wrathchild America play in Baltimore at a place called Hammerjacks, which is no longer there. And I was playing bass at the time, and in, I think it was a high school band covering a bunch of tunes. We had one or two originals, and I saw Shannon Larkin play the drums. And I realized I realized that I couldn't do anything in my life as well as this guy was playing the drums, and I just wanted to stop pretending with all this other stuff and learn how to do what he was doing. All kinds of music, even the stuff my parents were listening to, and the music, the instruments that I was involved with playing, it just made me feel good. Like when I was a kid and wasn't really playing or didn't even know what rock and roll was, or listening to music. That was kind of my reprieve. That was what made me feel good. And it still does to this day. I'm still a huge fan. And so I think I wanted to be able to create the same kinds of things that were making me feel good and maybe do that for somebody else. I think music can really kind of create and enhance almost any kind of feeling or emotion, whether it's kind of somber or happy or aggressive, angry. And these are all things that I love about music. It helps me keep in touch with those parts of myself. In creating, I think that's the way that I also express all of those emotions, and I can do all of those behind the drums. And it might not sound to you like I'm playing something somber, but that's the feeling that I'm putting into it when I'm doing it. So it allows me to release a lot of the emotions that maybe I don't know how to do otherwise. And so that's been very special for me. And of course, in the creation period, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Now we take that live, and it can be repetitive if we're on the road for 2 years where I'm playing the same song over and over. But to begin with, playing a new song and really feeling the same things that I felt as I was writing it and connecting with people in the audience. And you see that emotion being interpreted in different ways by different people, whether they're banging their heads or smiling or jumping around. To me, that's the most special part about doing this, because I've put a lot of emotion and feeling into what I'm writing, and I can see it in the faces or in the movements of the people that are listening. So to share my art in that way, have it kind of come back to me and with that kind of tangible energy is just the most thrilling thing in the world. A lot of my playing is I guess what some people might call technical or fast or something like that, but to me it's very much a Zen moment. It's the only time in the day, regardless of how difficult you might think it is, it's the only time in the day where I can turn off everything else and just kind of it's almost like meditation. And you might see me going 100 miles an hour, but in my head I am thinking about absolutely nothing, or the girl in the front row, or trying to find all the colors of the rainbow in the kids' shirts throughout the venue or whatever. I'm totally lost in that peace with myself, and I only really get that during those 90 minutes, 2 hours that we get to play every day. For me, the reason I continue to do it, I feel really actually very fortunate to be able to continue to do it, because I've not found any other creative outlet that compares at all. And even in my relationships with friends and my wife and my daughter, there's still no comparison to that form of self-expression. So it's me getting to be me the way I want to be, seen, heard, felt, all of those things. It's very personal.